welcome to the first episode ever of Toilet Talk. The tea of today is Twinings Australian afternoon tea. Strong, but very, very good. Definitely one of my favorites at the moment. You seem confused. Well, let me explain. Toilet Talk is my brand new vlogging series where I talk while having tea, sitting on my toilet. What?
Carlos?
Yeah?
What you doing there?
Number 2, just leave me alone.
Don't forget to flush the toilet. Don't clog it up like you usually do.
I know! Stop doing this! You're always doing this! You're making it go back in! Anyway, Toilet Talk will be one of the regular series of this channel together with Cooking with Carlos and short films and random things that I do. I have finally created a new channel for covers and music stuff because maybe you don't like listening to me singing, and I totally understand. Not even I like to listen to me sometimes, so yeah. You have probably noticed by now that I'm wearing a tie, and the reason for that is not because tie starts with T like Toilet Talk and tea. But no, the reason I'm wearing a tie is because I own lots of ties, and I like wearing ties, but I don't have lots of opportunities to wear them, so I decided to fix the problem. Gryffindor! Gryffindor! I sound ridiculous. Today I'll be doing Nerimon's survey from 2012, so here we go. Why are you called that? Well, it all depends what that actually is. If it's my name and my middle name, Carlos Eduardo, is because my mom and my dad probably had a little conversation and my mom ended up winning and she decided. Actually, no. I remember asking her when I was like 5 years old and I don't really remember why. I think it was because of some doll that she liked that was named Carlos, and then Eduardo was the name of some famous random person. Now, if you're asking about my surnames, I have 2. Medalha Dyonisio. It is because one comes from my mom and one comes from my dad. So Medalha is from my mom and Dyonisio is from my dad. In Brazil, and I heard some other countries as well, people's surnames come after their mom's surname and their dad's surname. Now, if you're asking about my YouTube username, Cadu Nerd Feliz, that is actually a combination of 2 names. Nerd Feliz is my preferred username, but it was already used at YouTube, and that was sad. I actually have a website called nerdfeliz.com, have an email, cadu@nerdfeliz.com. Nerd Feliz means happy nerd in Portuguese. No, I'm not joking. That's what it means. I am happy and I'm a nerd. Now, Cadu is the automatic nickname of someone named Carlos Eduardo because it's Car Eduardo Cadu. Tell us about your favorite school teacher. My favorite school teacher has to be Luciana. She was my psychology teacher during my 3 last years of high school, and she helped me through my crazy teenage problems that everybody has, and she was the best. What's the strangest food you've ever eaten? Well, I guess that depends. I eat lots of food that other people consider strange. For example, I love Japanese food, I love sushi, sashimi, and some people think that's strange. I think that's normal. And I'm also Brazilian, and in Brazil, let me tell you, we eat chicken hearts, and that's the most normal thing ever. Like, everybody likes chicken hearts. It's the favorite thing on a Brazilian barbecue is the chicken hearts. But people in Australia think it's weird. What was my first gig? I have recently done a stand-up comedy gig at my church for the kids. And it was not really funny because they kept interrupting me and asking me questions all the time. I couldn't even finish the joke, and when I finally finished, it was not funny at all. I also did lots of music classes like piano and violin and stuff like that. And when you're a kid, you know, you go and play in front of people and parents think it's the cutest thing ever and they take lots of photos and you're like, ah. I did some of those as well. But I think my earliest one was when I was a kid. I think it was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think around that time, I would do horror shows in my bedroom for my family. So I would set up the room and put lights in different places and hang things, action figures from the ceiling, and put some creepy music, and then invite my family to come in, turn the lights off, and then start throwing things at them and turn lights on and off, and then I would dress up as a ghost. And I thought it was the scariest thing ever. It was probably the most ridiculous thing they've ever seen. But they were my family, just said it was awesome, and they would pretend they were scared. I actually have good memories of that. I also have a bad memory of that because one day I was preparing a horror show and I was almost about to finish when my dad called me and my sister to his bedroom and he told us that he was leaving. That he and my mom were getting divorced, and it was sad. I couldn't even do the horror show after that. I just packed down. Yeah. What is your favorite place in the world? You know, I love traveling, but I have to say that my absolute favorite place in the world is my home. Who do you want to answer the survey next? I would like to tag my friend, the HLM Boss. Make sure you go and check out his channel. His videos are pretty good and he is awesome. Anyway, before I go, I just want to let you know that I have a PO box. It's right here, can you see? Yeah, that's my PO box. PO box 658, Coogee, New South Wales 2034, Australia. So make sure you send me things so when I go and open it, it's not empty. Alright, thank you very much for watching and for your support. I will see you right here in my toilet in the next toilet talk.